been admiring the scenery from the cliff tops. Ah! Hello there, are you Vichama?
That's me. Did you need something? What? You're saying you can bring someone back from the Night Kingdom? How is that even possible? No, if you really think about it, anything's possible in that kind of place. But that would mean...
Are you okay? You don't look
Everything's fine. I'll help you, but I do have a small request. After I help you find Kachina's ancient name, I want to use the stone to look for my friends as well.
Your friend? Oh, why not mention someone named Malco? Is that who you're talking about?
Yes, but I'd rather not get into it if it's all the same to you.
That's not a problem. We agree to your request.
Yeah. Since you're helping us find Kachina's ancient name, it's only right that we return the favor.
Then we're agreed. Can I have a look at the stone? I see. From what I can tell, it functions almost like an abyssal pylon. Both connect the Night Kingdom to the living world. Once the connection is established, the abyss will come surging through the opening like a predator honing in on the scent of blood. So we have to be sure not to use it in a tribal settlement.
Wow, you got all that just from looking at...
I just picked up on the basics, really. I still have no idea why it works. You said someone named Lali invented this. They must be a genius. I'll go find an open area and start setting things up. In the meantime, I need you to get 2 things for...
We'll go right away. What?
First, I'll need some hook ropes. Pretty much every store around here carries them, so no need to go anywhere special. Oh, and I need to build a net out of them, so make sure you get a good amount.
Wait, are you saying you're going to use a real net to catch Kachina's ancient name? How does that work when one's tangible and one's not?
By creating something tangible in our world, like a net, we can create a connection to a corresponding concept in the Night Kingdom. Basically, I'm going to use the concept of a net to catch something equally intangible. An ancient...
Oh, I see. What about the second?
Right. I need 2 chunks of obsidian. Once we bring the ancient names into our world, we'll need a place to store them. Normally, you can only get obsidian from the Children of Echoes, but I heard there's a traveling merchant from that tribe around here somewhere, so maybe you can try your luck there.
Gotcha!
All right, let's split up. See that clearing? Let's meet over there when you're done. Oh, and you can send someone with me if you want. In case you're worried I might take the stone for myself.
What do you think, Chaska?
There's no need. Lena spoke highly of you. That means you're trustworthy.
I appreciate it, even though that doesn't mean much to me. Anyway, it'll take some time to set everything up, so no need to rush.
What an odd guy. He seems so defeated, but also really invested in the stone at the same time.
I don't have any more insight than you, Paimon. Let's just hang on, Kachina. Hello. Do you have any hook ropes for sale?
Hook ropes? As in rock climbing equipment?
Yes. How much?
Oh, the whole thing? Let me see. That would be 30,000 mora in total.
Deal.
Wait.
What, you want me to...
Oh, no problem at all. I'll even pass along some information on the house. These ropes are usually used by rock climbing enthusiasts. If you want to learn, Roka's the person you want to ask. All right. That's everything.
Now we need the obsidian. Let's go talk to the traveling merchant Vichama mentioned.
Excuse me, do you sell obsidian?
Why, yes. I've got a chunk for sale right up.
Perfect. Is that the only one, though?
That might be tough. Tell you what, I'll take a look through these boxes over here, and we'll see what we can...
Thank you so much.
Relax. Everything's going
I know, it's just... I could tell Vichama feels the same way about his friend that I do about Kachina. I hope this chunk of obsidian isn't the only one. Kachina always carries all sorts of shiny stones with her. If I was the one trapped in the Night Kingdom, she'd have a whole pile of obsidian ready in a heartbeat.
Well, would you look at that? I did bring an extra. Here you go, young lady.
Perfect! Thank you. How much do I owe you?
If you hadn't shown up, these stones would have just sat here collecting dust. I'll take 3,000 more. Here you go. How's he
Do you know what happened between them?
I heard about it in passing while I was out. Melko was an amazing fighter, capable of knocking. 5 years ago, they both emerged triumphant in the pilgrimage and were placed on the same team to fight the Abyss. But on the eve of battle, the Abyss launched an attack on their tribe, and Bichama suffered an injury to his leg while attempting to rescue some.
Then what happened?
The team agreed that he couldn't fight the Abyss in his condition. Bichama didn't argue. He knew going to the front lines with an injured leg would make him a burden in battle. So they raised the issue with the Pyro Archon, and she agreed to let him stay behind. It's just... Melko and the others ended up facing hordes of abyssal monsters in numbers that far exceeded anyone's expectations. Vichama went into a deep depression after that. Oh, I've tried the Abyss has caused so much... Anyway, that...
Did you get everything?
Yep, it's all here.
I've made all the necessary adjustments, so we're good. As agreed, I'll help you find Kachina's ancient name, and then you return the favor. Go ahead. After Malco fell, I scouted. If I had been there, I would have always...
But that happened several... The Pyro Archon said all life within the Night Kingdom eventually becomes one with the sea.
There might not be much hope, but I still have to try. Malco and... All right, let's get to it. I'll start searching for the conceptualized version of Kachina's ancient... Make sure you prepare yourselves for battle. As I said, the stone will link the mortal realm to the Night Kingdom.
Look at that golden thing. It must be one of those fragments Vichama mentioned. Let's get closer.
Take it easy.
Whoa, monsters incoming! Watch out, everyone!
Quietly now.
Shine down!
The wind knows me.
Game's up. Fun's over. Gotcha. Take it easy. Busted.
I must leave no
Fallen leaves. Adorn my...
Illusion shattered. Quietly now.
How much longer, Vichama?
Not long. We're getting close.
Vichama!
Quick, take it! I found Kachina's ancient name. Hang in there, Malko. Just a little longer.
Something's not right. The power of the Abyss is getting...
The Abyss is corroding his body. Vichama, you can't keep going. You'll...
I should have died 5 years ago. I just need a little more time. Please, I'm almost there. Thank you.
Whoa, watch out! The power of the Abyss is strong.
This power.
Hanging in there?
Malko. No! Why can't I find him?
We can't wait any longer. Pull him away from the stone, Mualani.
I already tried, but the power of the Abyss has him in a chokehold. It's like he's tied to the stone with an invisible rope.
In that case, we have no choice. Get back!
Chaska, wait!
Ouch! What happened just now? It looked like the spirit speaker still...
The stone's power was spiraling out of control. The only way to stop it was to destroy it. You were all caught in the shockwave of the explosion. You might feel dizzy for a while, but...
Give us a heads up next time, will you? You're lucky we managed to dodge it.
I thought I said to get back.
Yeah, barely a second before you made it go poof. Not everyone has your reflexes, Chaska. We were this close to getting dragged into the...
Okay.
At least Kachina's ancient name is still in one piece. Wait. Vichama!
Vichama!
I couldn't find Malko's ancient name. It must be completely gone. Once your ancient name disappears, there's no coming back. From the very beginning, I knew there was a slim chance, but... And now... It's too late to save him. From the minute he left that day.
Vichama.
I'm sure he's heard enough condolences over the years. Let's just...
Huh? What's that in your hands, Vichama? It looks like something's glowing.
This is...
Hey, Malko. Got any strength?
Not enough to swing a sword.
I never thought I'd actually...
Guess I have something to be thankful. Pisak, maybe you're right. Vichama, don't be sad. Just keep on living. For the both of us.
Was that?
Seems like we were able to salvage something after all.
Of course. Seeing him, hearing his voice again, it makes me But it also brings with it an even deep...
A deep...
Malko was always the type to put on a brave face. For all these years...
Vichama!
I'm fine. When you asked for my... But... Once allowed to fester, guilt strips us of... If I could do it all over... That way, Even if there are critical... That's something...
Thank you, Vich. I promised I would.
That's good to hear.
Once abyssal corrosion enters the body, a portion will fuse itself to your internal organs. Even though the Traveler possesses powers of purification, the corrosion can never be fully eradicated. Thanks to him, though, you were only briefly exposed. Slowing your breathing and controlling your emotions should help you keep the symptoms in check. Just speaking from experience, that's all.
Anyway, we've recovered Kachina's ancient name, so we're off to a great start. Let's get Vichama back to his tribe and tell. And apologize for destroying the Spirit Speaker Stone. We had no choice, though, so he'll probably understand.
Koichi, are you really gonna just stand there like that? I don't know what you want from me.
I think you know exactly what I'm trying to say, Uncle Wina. I can hear it in your voice.
Honestly, it's just one thing after another with you. They're back.
Koichi? What are you...
Don't play dumb with your own sister. You know, my apologies, everyone. I just need to borrow Tasca for a few minutes. You come with me.
I'll be just a moment.
Who was that?
Koichi, Chaska's younger sister. Although the two aren't actually related by blood, it's not really my story to tell, but I guess it's not a secret. You see, Chaska was actually raised by cuckoo sores. She was afflicted with a rare disease when she was a child, and abandoned in the wild as a result. The Abyss found her out there, all on her own, and tried to devour her. But in the end, all that did was trigger her will to live. That strength of will pushed her to survive. But it also planted a seed of conflict within her. Eventually, she was adopted by the cuckoo source. Wherever they went, she followed, getting into fights right and left.
For some reason, Paimon can totally imagine that.
Well, when Chaska finally returned to human society, it was Koichi's parents who adopted her. At the time, Chaska still had a habit of getting into fights, so Koichi was always taking her around, apologizing.
Ah, I remember those days. One of those fights was definitely with me. But, you know, kids. You're fighting one minute and your friend's the next. Eventually, she found a way to rein in that desire to fight. And now she's who people call to resolve conflicts. She's known as the... It sounds like she still argues with Koichi, though. Don't siblings usually stop fighting when they get...
That's partly my fault.
Oh, I get it. No wonder you tried to talk us out of going to the Night Kingdom.
I'm all for your adventure. You need to take risks when you're young. Still, I can understand where Koichi's coming from. In the end...
All right, it's just the two of us now. You have 1 minute to explain your...
I don't have anything to say. You don't have to approve, but you should know I only do what's necessary.
That attitude is exactly the problem. It's like you don't care. You try to sneak off to the Night Kingdom behind my back and then play it down as if it's just a trip.
Well, technically I am going abroad, right?
Again with the excuse. We agreed, didn't we? There are 4 levels of danger. If it's not something urgent, you can only engage in level 2 danger and below. You can only go up to level 3 if a situation is so dire there's absolutely no... But a trip to the Night Kingdom? If that's not a level 4, I don't know what is! And you were just going to sneak into the place without saying...
What do you mean, sneak into the place? I always planned on walking in there with my head held high.
You bought off Uncle Wina, didn't you? He promised me he'd stop you from doing anything dangerous.
You feel like he went back on his word. What if I told you my mind was made up, and there was nothing he could have done? Not even...
Oh, I knew it! So he did try to say something, but you didn't...
This is important. If you were in my shoes, you'd make the same decision.
You don't know that? I'm a doctor, and I handle logistics. If you're going to waltz into a dangerous situation where you could lose control at any moment, it's my duty...
All right, whatever. Anything else?
What do you mean, anything else? Why don't you reflect on what you've done and promise me you'll stay?
Time out. Is this one of our normal arguments or serious?
Chaska, does it sound like I'm joking?
Then you need to know something. What happened to Kachina was partially my fault. I can't leave her there to die.
But the person you become when you lose control, that's also not who you are.
That's a different issue. You said it yourself. A person is only as good as their morals. If I want to live in Natlan, I need to display...
I've also told you that managing your condition is equally important.
Sometimes you have to make sacrifices. All right, let's stop this here. If we keep going, I might actually have to get serious. And I think Waina prefers his roof attached to...
Is that a threat? That sounds like a threat to me.
Koichi! Younger sisters are supposed to listen to their elders.
So, you're really going to go, no matter what I say? I'm supposed to...
Then support me. I'll be back. All you have to do is wait.
So, that's it. Why'd you have to turn out to be so darn annoying?
You two.
Something you wanted to say?
I know you aren't related by blood, but you two sure are.
Really?
You know, I said that very thing. It's not my place to...
Thank you.
Anytime. Alright, according to Kini...
If only Tonegif Bard was here, he could have repaired it just like the Holy Lion.
It might be in a few more pieces than you remember.
Huh? I see. Sounds like it was an urgent situation. If someone's life was on the line, then you had no choice. Still, Citlali's going to be a nightmare to deal with now that you've broken her stuff. Stay safe out there in the Night Kingdom, okay? I'll wait here for you.
We're back! We found Kachina's ancient name, too!
Well, it's fairly complicated. Let me give you the condensed version.
The Fatui again? We can't go anywhere without them causing trouble.
But what if the Fatui finds out you've lost your power? Won't they try to take advantage of the situation?
That's why it has to be our little secret. No one else can know, or we're asking for trouble. Look, I wish I could offer you some sort of consolation, but I won't lie to you. With multiple factions closing in, there's nothing comforting about the situation we're facing. Still, all you need to do is focus on your goal. You can leave the complicated matters to me.
I can also step in on the Pyro Archon's behalf. There's a limit to what I can accomplish, but I'll help you however I can.
There's no need to be so modest, Dion-san. Your incredible strength has long been a well-known fact. You're the pride of your tribe.
Archon, I I'm sorry about before. You have so much on your plate, so much that you have to worry about. But all I could do was focus on my own feelings.
You have nothing to be sorry about. We all get overwhelmed by our emotions, myself included. Your reaction to Kachina's disappearance, I understand that feeling very well. Well, now that we have Kachina's ancient name, let's go track her down. Follow me.
What is this place? Hey, isn't that Atea's talisman?
Good eye. This is where I store all the various mementos I've collected.
Whoa. I've never seen this place before. There's so many things in here.
It looks like there are items from every tribe. Collecting them must have taken a lot of effort.
I suppose you could think of it as a hobby of sorts. In Natlan, everyone grows up listening to the stories, and physical items do a far better job of preserving those stories than our own memory. Now, I still have some preparations to make for this. If you're curious about an item, I'm more than willing to tell you about its origin.
All right, we'll have a look.
Make sure to handle...
Whoa, that belt is bigger than Paimon's head!
The Collective of Plenty are known for their bodybuilding competitions and contests of strength. The association with strength might... And even if a warrior had the strength to put it on, wearing it for any length of time would still leave them gasping.
Sounds like it.
So the owner of the original belt, Kitera, commissioned a craftsman to make a copy identical in appearance but far lighter in weight. That is the belt you see before you. He would often wear this version when training in order to protect his waist.
Or he made a lighter version so he could wear it all the time and show it off. There are so many...
No. Yamaya is an... The tools you see here, the contents of the jar...
Ooh, must be something really cool. What's inside?
Grape juice.
Huh?
It's quite tasty, although probably expired by now.
This is Atea's talisman.
I'm sure you're familiar with this one already. Atea was rarely ever without it. The powder still needs some time to settle, so let's wait a little longer. Well, what do you think of my collection? Do you feel like you have a better understanding of Natlan?
Yeah! If each item represents a different story, seems like Natlan's really been through... Does every item hold a special memory? Just like Atea's...
That's right. The items in my collection actually serve as... They demonstrate the true shape.
The shape?
Most people perceive time as a linear concept, almost like a straight line that can only move forward. But there's also a different theory, one that I believe...
At once? Paimon's not...
Let's say your journey ended right now. Thinking back on your experience in each nation, which one would you say was the most important? Exactly. Even at the end of your journey, the things you experienced along the way don't cease to exist. They become... Take out a portion of that journey. The future is the... Of course, there are...
That does kinda make sense. The future hasn't happened, but already exists.
Humanity excels at living in the present, but too often we forget the past and neglect the future. While the Pilgrimage and the Night Warden Wars lead us to a better future. Only by uniting the people of Natlan across countless eras can we to come up with such a set of rules. The first Pyro Archon must have possessed a level of insight I can only imagine. That's correct. At first, he was a mortal man with no special power. After he ascended to the Divine Throne, he used it to borrow power from the heavens and establish the rules of Natlan. Namely, a framework through which ordinary people can ascend to Archonhood. By holding the pilgrimage, we're able to determine the strongest among us. And when that person ascends to the Divine Throne, their inner flame will awaken. In addition, the sacred flame will grant them significant knowledge and memory of this land. After all, that's how I came to know everything I just told.
So, it all comes down to the power of the Divine Throne and the... Wait, is that a family portrait?
Yes. That's my mother, father, younger sister, and the little saurians we raised. I turned a piece of my dad's leather armor into a canvas and commissioned a famous artist to paint our likeness.
Your sister is so cute! It looks like the two of you are really cool. Paimon was having a hard time thinking of an Archon as an ordinary person, but seeing this portrait, it kind of makes sense now. It really doesn't look like there was anything special about you before. Oh, wait, is Paimon allowed to say that?
A little late for that question, don't you think?
Sorry! Paimon's so sorry! Paimon's mouth works faster than her brain sometimes!
It's all right. I'd never get upset over something like... No matter what others may say, my past is a precious part of my identity. I'm forever proud of the life I used to lead. Becoming the Archon doesn't mean you sever ties with your family. The position just comes with a lot of responsibilities. My father made the most delicious stew, so my sister would often bring me a large pot of his cooking, and we would sit on a blanket and eat it together. One time, we didn't close the door securely, and the saurians we were raising ran into the room and knocked over the entire pot. My sister immediately burst into tears. The two troublemakers were going for the meat, but when they saw my sister's distress, they froze on the spot. I still remember the way they laid there, sulking like a pair of children, even after making such a mess. It was frustrating, but in the end, all I could do was comfort my sister and move.
Wow.
Isn't that what being a family is all about? I think about that story a lot, actually. As the Archon, I made a vow to defend this nation. And experiences like that, they remind...
Well, what happened after that? This portrait looks pretty old. Your sister must be all grown up by now, right?
I believe she ended up working as an architect and artist. She built many houses and crafted many beautiful... Anyway, that's enough about me. Now that the powder is settled, we can begin. Iansan, Mulani, Chaska. Place the ancient name up there, and then we'll begin. Surely as the echoes of life resound through heaven and earth, so too shall our stories remain eternal. Ancient name, take us to your fated bearer. Allow her to answer our call.
Am I hallucinating again?
Kachina! Are you okay?
Huh? I'm not seeing things, am I? Is the Abyss playing tricks on me?
It's okay, Kachina. It's just us. We're trying to find a way to bring you back.
Everyone, you have to listen to me. I've been investigating the Night Kingdom this entire time. and I figured out what's wrong. The YUP is being affected by the abyss. I was waiting for the YUP to send me back, but then this really strong monster came in and it almost killed me. The YUP saved me, even though its power is weakening. So I've been hiding from the monsters while trying to find a way to help. The Night Kingdom has become a huge mess, though. I keep hearing these awful sounds and seeing really horrible.
Don't listen to those sounds, Kachina. The Abyss is trying to strip you of your sanity. All you need to do is stay safe and wait for us.
It's okay. I feel so much better now that I've had the chance to talk to you guys. I've never been strong or special at all, really. So I don't blame anyone for forgetting about me or leaving me behind. Just knowing you care is more than I'll find a way back. You don't have to put yourselves in danger to come rescue.
You're always like this, Kachina. Now's not the time to act tough. We're coming for you. I don't know what lies the Abyss has been feeding you, but I'll tell you something right now. Nobody here sees you as a bird. You're a victor of the Night Warden Wars, a hero of Natlan. All you need to do is wait for us to rescue you, and you'll get all the applause and recognition you deserve.
I'm really scared. Everything's so dark and creepy here. Still, I don't want you to put yourselves in danger because of me. I don't want to hold anyone back ever again.
All you need to do is place your trust in us, just like you always have. No one fights alone. We're not leaving you behind.
Yeah, we're so close. We can't call it quits now. Thank you. Be careful.
Looks like we've lost contact. Now comes the most dangerous part. You have to traverse the Night Kingdom, and this entrance to the Night Kingdom was left behind after an abyssal invasion. Even a brief amount of time inside could expose you to corrosion.
I know.
All right, then I wish you all the best. I'll tell Koichi to be ready just in case. She's very experienced in dealing with abyssal corruption. That face you just made. Don't tell me you two got into another argument.
No, I just feel bad for creating more work for her.
I'll go with them too, Archon. The more people, the stronger.
Thank you so much for your help, everyone. It really means a lot that you're willing to brave these dangers with me. And there's no time to lose.
Now that I've lost my power, I won't be able to provide much practical support. But I can still keep an eye on the situation from Eon-san. I know it's unlikely, but if you encounter a situation you can't handle...
That won't happen.
I hope not.
So we're underneath Natlan right now? It looks nothing like Paimon was a...
That's because in the distant past, Natlan was home to an incredibly advanced civilization ruled by dragons. Humans only established their own society after the fall of the dragons.
So these are Saurian ruins? Wait, you mean like the elemental sovereigns? They had their own
Yes, a really long time ago. Very few records have survived until now, so no one really knows what the devices here are. These ruins have been abandoned for a long time. But with the recent increase in Abyss activity, the installations around here have somehow been activated.
So what you're saying is, we're not in for an easy trip to the night.
No. It's going to be obstacle after obstacle from here.
Why are you all laughing like that? It's creeping.
It's the pre-adventure excitement kicking in, right guys?
Of course. I'm eager to get started.
Then let's go. We won't...
Seems like the road ends here. How should we get across?
As a professional trainer, I think you could stand to build up your endurance, Paimon.
Professional trainer? Paimon thought you were a warrior from the Collective of Planning.
Well, that goes without saying. But I actually work as a sports coach. I provide professional guidance for many of Natlan's popular sports. And I don't just mean physical training. I design nutrition plans as well.
Ah, so basically no sugar, no soft drinks, no grilled meat.
Yeah, we'll be here all day if you list them out one by one. It's much faster to just focus on what's good for you.
Such as?
Vegetable juice. Want some?
You know, Ian-san, Paimon feels like the two of us might not see eye to eye. Those guys look familiar.
We've fought them before. Let's go. Show no mercy.
Shine down!
Time to go. Into the wind.
Leave it all to me.
Take it easy. Things are about to get dicey. Gotcha.
One with nature.
Illusion shattered!
Whoa, the place we need to go seems really high up.
The wind knows me. Clouds high. The birds call.
Really? Busted. Here comes the catch.
One with nature. The wind knows me.
Steady as stone.
Shine down!
Quietly now. Busted.
Into the wind. One with wind and cloud.
Gotcha.
As a good knight should.
One with nature.
Busted.
There is no escape!
Leave it all to me.
Into the wind.
Illusion shattered!
Take it easy.
This is the final stretch. We just need to climb up, and we'll be there. Nothing to it.
Easy for you to say.
This must be the entrance the Pyro Archon told us about. The one ripped open by the Abyss.
Yes.
We actually have to go. Okay, Paimon just needs a sacred. Hey! You don't have to drag Paimon! You're pulling too hard!
Looks like we made it. This is the...
It looks so different from what I imagined in the stories.
That overflow of energy is probably what trapped Kachina here in the first place.
From this point forward, everything we know about the real world no longer applies.
Paimon's more worried about how we're gonna make it out. Yep.
Do you see that patch of light on the ground? It's shining down from that fissure in the sky.
Oh yeah, right in front of us. So that's coming from up there? Oh, it's so high up. Did we really fall that far down?
Just like I said, our real-world knowledge doesn't apply here. We fell all this way, yet came out... If this was the real world...
That's it? Right.
So that means all we need to do is find Kachina.
Exactly. This light is streaming...
The terrain looks
Yeah.
Those are all manifestations of abyssal power. Be careful.
Ghost! A talking ghost!
Calm down. I'm here to help. You're the ones who helped Vichama, right? Yes, I'm Vichama's friend. It's like it was... I'm sorry, I can only...
No. We should be the ones apologizing. But we had to destroy...
Of course. Under the power of... Turns out even...
Whether in trying...
Exactly. That may not be in the cards for us, but it's not too late for you. You're looking for a young girl from the Children of Echoes, right? She's being chased by an embodiment of abyssal... I'd like to help her while I'm still in this form, so follow me. Be careful. This place has been severely corroded by the Abyss.
Paimon didn't realize it had gotten this bad.
It's like a seething volcano ready to engulf our world at any moment.
Ouch!
Quick, get back here! You can't... Stick close to me. My power will be able to ward off attacks for the time being. We won't be able to keep this up. Let's try another route.